Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Just for a change, we've got a story about a policeman who's done something bad. Yeah, I know, I'm as surprised as you are. And once again, it is of course the Metropolitan Police, because it's always the Met. This time it's a 48-year-old officer who got caught basically whipping it out and having a wee fondle with himself on Hampstead Heath. It's quite a common occurrence up there apparently, but not when you're a policeman and not when you're caught by your colleagues. How very embarrassing for him. Right lads, truncheons out. Anyway, we'll take a look at this piece and be relieved to know that he is no longer a policeman. Here goes. So, Metropolitan Police Officer 48 caught exposing himself and carrying out an act on Hampstead Heath by colleagues is dismissed from the force. Darius Alexander was nominated for an Outstanding Policeman Award in 2021. It looked like he was outstanding again, this time on Hampstead Heath. A Metropolitan Police officer has today been struck off after he was caught pleasuring himself in a London park. A policeman's lot is not a happy lot. Detective Constable Darius Alexander, 48, who was attached to the Roads and Transport Policing Command, has been spotted by his colleagues with his trousers down in Hampstead Heath on March the 18th. Alexander, who was off duty at the time, was arrested by his two colleagues before being convicted of the offence at Stratford Magistrates Court in June. Oh dear. A statement from the Met read, an officer has been dismissed following a misconduct hearing which concluded on Monday the 10th of July, where the officer was said to have been, handling swollen goods. Detective Constable Darius Alexander was found to have breached the standards of professional behaviour in relation to discreditable conduct. Yes, well, sometimes the urge takes you. Is that what he's saying? Who knows? There's Hampstead Heath. The allegations were found proven, and they were so serious as to justify dismissal. Now, I find that odd. You're firing a policeman basically for being a bit of a wanker. But I happen to know that like 99% of the Met Police are complete and utter wankers. Won't have any policemen left if you fired all the wankers. Anyway, Detective Superintendent Christina Jesser, in charge of RTPC, said, everyone in this organisation knows the high stand. I love the way, I just want to imagine her sitting there in a swivel chair with a cat going, everyone in this organisation. Like that. Anyway, knows the high standards expected of them, and it is right that those who fall short are held to account. I don't believe he fell short. At Alexander's court hearing last month, it was heard that the two officers who spotted Alexander were in the area conducting a search linked to an unrelated incident. And following his address, Alexander of Archway said he was a homosexual man, before adding that the North London Beauty Spot was a well-known place in the LGBTQ community for open sex or public sex. Yes, but usually with someone, and you do be a bit discreet. To be standing there giving yourself, the old five-fingered shake in public. It's a bit sad, isn't it? It's a sad thing to do. The court heard how two officers had incidentally spotted Alexander through the bushes before observing him suspiciously. He was having a little play with his own bush, wasn't he? One of the officers observed the defendant to be masturbating furiously and stroking it with his right hand. The officer then reportedly told his colleague, put that away, mate. In an interview, Alexander claimed the reason he exposed himself was he believed the officer to be a gay man who was attracted to him. Dear heavens to Betsy. If that's what you do, I think she might be attracted to me. Whips cock out. That's not how it works. He told the court in June that he originates from Poland and that he came to the UK because he thought it was more civil towards gay people. It probably is, but we're not that civil to grown men fondling themselves in public. Don't care if you're gay or not. Just don't do it. He said, I thought the only way to improve my life was to change something, and I chose to go to the UK and become a complete and utter wanker. And to that end, I joined the police. I thought my dream had come true. Alexander was heard saying that he was on the Heath as he wanted to relax due to his stressful job. Yes, relax. Relaxing. He said, this was my day off. Well, certainly had it off. And on my day off, I like to switch off and go for a wank. Walk. Listen to the podcast or music. Not being around other people allows me to relax best. Yes, you need a bit of alone time, but usually you should have that, in the privacy of your own home. That would be fine. He said at some point, at some point, I noticed a male in his 30s or younger, about 6'2". He looked at me intently for a number of seconds. It was a very keen look. That area of the heath is well known, where LGBTQ men, gay men, go to pursue sex. Alexander was given a conditional discharge for 6 months, ordered a pay cost of £625, a victim surcharge of £26, and told to keep it in his trousers. What a wanker. Never mind. He won't be the last one. As I say, the force is full of them. Anyway, I'm going to come up. That's what he said. My, how the police have changed. When I was a young man, we had Dixon of Dock Green, and it's sort of turned into Shaft, hasn't it? Or Heat, perhaps. He's on Heat. It's just terrible. Well, how bad do the Met get when their own officers feel it necessary to walk off into the sunset in a park, whip out their penis, knock one out, but in front of other people, in the vain hope that the person is like the 1 in 25 people who's actually gay and is kind of interested in his penis. I mean, like I say, I suppose does it come with the uniform? Really? Like to see a policeman feeling his truncheon. There's so many things you can do here, But he should have been locked up. He should have been completely, embarrassed in front of everybody. I hope he was. I really do hope he was. Because there's enough bad police out there as it stands without likes of this. But I am right. There are a load of wankers in the police. A load of bastards too. All of them. None of them are your friends. All of them would do you over the moment they see you. And you can't trust a single one of them. And he is one of them. And he got stitched up by his own mates. See? If they'll do that to one of their own, what are they going to do to me and you? So, if I may offer one little piece of advice, if you do get the urge, gentlemen, and you find yourself caught short, and you just need to relax. You have to relax. Don't do it on Hampstead Heath, for heaven's sake. Anyway, I'm going to round off there because it's just a joke, isn't it? I'm going to round off there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see here on the channel, obviously not him, but if you like what you're seeing here on the channel, do please hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, don't whip it out on the Hampstead Heath, and goodbye. Now I'm off for a wank.